the intro and outro. But I don't have a soundboard up for it.
That'd be alright.
It started and you're making all kinds of noises in the mic. No, I almost got yes and no buttons as well.
Oh, I'm not quite done yet. Can you crank me up to medium well?
Hello,
See this right here?
welcome to Utterly Insane Productions.
See that right there?
We are live on Facebook.
See that right there?
Yeah.
Just so you can stick your dick in there and I go like that.
Anyway, that asshole over there is Mark. I'm Joe.
And I'm Tanya.
We got Tanya over here and Lisa over here in the Peanut Gallery.
Yes, Lisa's the peanut gallery all the time.
This is our Halloween special. Since we're only like what, 5 days? What is today's date? 6 days of
Today's the
Halloween.
25th.
So you got 6 more days of
Yeah,
Halloween.
it's 1 week from yesterday, actually, is Halloween.
6 more days till Halloween. 6 more
That
days till
would-
Halloween. So
Silver
where's Shamrock?
That would be Halloween 3, Season of the Witch.
So now that gives you a little bit of what we're talking about. We're going to talk about some of the greatest horror classics.
Well, see, originally I wanted to talk about the fact that he's the original Frankenstein's monster.
Frankenstein's monster.
Yep.
Mary Shelley's Frankenstein.
Okay, I don't see the. I don't see it.
I don't see it either. I see it when I look
Because
at
I
it
don't
on
see the
parts.
scar.
Actually,
Parts of him.
you know, speaking of horror movies, just so you all know, I want comments. I want people out there that are watching this or that watch this later. Tell me something. If we made him bald, wouldn't you think Fester Adams?
Uncle Fester?
Uncle Fester?
Why don't you just let your hair grow out and
See,
see
you don't
what
like-
cousin is?
Yeah, I knew you were coming up with that one now. Nothing better to come up with?
Give it time.
I know. You can always see the smoke coming out of his ears. See, look.
You can see the wheels turning.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know about you.
Anyway,
See if I can
so we're going to
bring
talk
this
about
up
some
over
of the great cult classics, some of the really old stuff, some stuff you young people might not
Some
have
of the-
even heard of.
some of the coat classics.
Cult classics. Cult classics.
C-U-L-T.
C-U-L-T. You know, like, you know, the Jonestown cult.
Oh, you want to be in a cult now? Is that what you're saying?
No, I want to start a cult. You want to start a cult? You want to be the co-leaders of the cult? We can start a cult. We can get rich real
Yeah.
quick.
Fun with that.
Oh, yeah.
What kind of cult would it be?
Well, it depends.
On what?
A pot-smoking hippie cult. We'll go back to the 70s.
A bunch of nudists running around on the beach.
Sure. Only the women, though.
That ain't fair.
It's fair to us.
No. Yeah, oh, not good us.
Maybe the headmaster.
No, we don't want to
Sign up
piss
on it.
anybody off out there for
We have more
sexual
to show
harassment or
I don't
something.
think anybody's watching.
Sean's on.
Hey, Sean.
Is he? Hi, Sean.
You guys can be the cult leaders on the same asylum.
Ah, there we go. The co-leaders of the Insane Asylum. We're going to call this the Insane Asylum Church, and I'm Minister Joe, and that's Minister Mark.
Oh boy.
And this is the Church of Insane Asylum. Yeah, otherwise you can call him God and me Jesus Christ.
Or Church of Satan.
Or just call me Lord Jesus
Oh, there it
Christ.
goes.
There we go. I'll go with Lord Jesus Christ.
I have a question.
My initials fit.
I have an answer.
I have a question for everybody.
Okay.
Nope.
This is for Mark and Joe and anybody in the audience.
Oh, you're going to do that now? We don't
Can
do
you
that
hear?
now.
Are they hearing you on the mic?
Yeah.
Apparently.
Uh-oh.
Do you want me to get closer? It's cold in here. It's cold in here. Okay,
Oh,
now you sound like
Jesus
Adam
Christ.
Sandler. Now you
Not
sound like
quite,
Adam
but close.
Okay, anyway.
What was the
Who was
question?
the director of the 1982 movie Creepshow?
The director?
That's Stephen. No, wait, that was the director.
No, I know who wrote it.
That was Stephen King novel thing.
It was based on a
Creepshow.
Stephen King novel.
Right. But you don't direct movies.
Hang on.
I don't know.
Is this somebody we know?
Not unless you're a horror
Maybe
movie
a
fan.
I
famous
don't know much about horror movies.
director of horror movies. Wes Craven.
Jennifer just joined.
Hi, Jenny. Wes Craven.
Who did that vampire movie?
Woo!
Who did the vampire movie? It was like
Blue.
somebody's vampires, and he also did the one They're Coming For You.
The
Carpenter. Was it Carpenter? No.
Carpenter didn't do that one. He was a director of Thing.
Well, John Carpenter did more than just Thing.
Yeah, I know he did, but,
Because
but
John
he
Carpenter did the
John Carpenter-
vampire movie, and the things are. I don't know. I can't remember. My memory ain't too good.
Wes Craven did Nightmare on Elm Street.
Wes Craven also did Hellraiser.
Well, yeah. Okay.
Have you all seen the new Creepshow series?
All right,
No, I haven't. Not yet.
and don't blow it for us.
I know it's on Shutter or something like that.
All right,
Wait a
what's the
minute,
answer?
if-
Come on.
If she's seen it, maybe she knows.
What's the answer?
Well, hang on.
Oh, I know who it is.
Yeah, you.
Well, yeah, because you're sitting there looking
You
it
know-
up.
You're a reject. You don't count because you have to look things up on your phone all the time.
I do because
Well,
I don't know.
Sean's
I don't know
back.
anything about any of that because I don't watch horror movies.
I'm not sure.
Clive Barker.
No.
Well, Clive Barker did
I'll
the
give you a
Hellraiser
little
series.
hint. The initials are G R.
I don't know.
Jenny got it. Jennifer got it.
What'd she get?
I mean, it's not spelled right, but she got it.
Ramiro. George Ramiro.
It's
She looked
actually,
it up.
King of
I bet
Horror.
she looked it
it's
up.
actually Romero. It's
Oh,
It's
whatever.
Nina.
It's Romero.
George A. Romero.
Nobody asked you. You're the one that has to sit there and look things up on your phone all
okay.
the time.
Maybe you guys will get this
Because I don't
one.
know anything.
No, I'm not gonna
That's
get.
because I don't know anything, Joe. That's why.
No, go ahead. What?
In what horror movie do we see Kevin Bacon impaled in his throat with an arrow?
Friday the
Ew.
13th.
No, that's creepy.
Yeah, that is creepy. Okay, now you guys can go on.
Oh, he also directed The Night of the Living Dead.
Ah,
That was a good movie too. The classic, the original.
Classic
They were-
original was good. You know, the funny thing is, the originals are always the best.
Some of those black and white horror movies were really good too, like the.
They have just okay for Hellraiser. For this one here,
Hellraiser. They tore that all to hell.
for this one here, you know, this is the first and second one here on,
It
on
got bad
VHS, courtesy of him. Up to the third one,
I
is
used to
great.
own a video store at one time. Okay, So I
They're
got a
like
lot of
number
VHS tapes
9,
sitting around.
I think, now on these things, and they just got stupid with them.
Yeah. After the third
do you
one,
mean they're
it
kind of like
sucked.
the scary movie? Where it's scary funny?
Scream,
Scream, yeah.
But see,
Scream 2.
Scream 2,
It's-
Scream 3.
I don't want them to be
They-
like horror movies, but
I know what you did last
I love
summer.
horror movies, but they need to start making so many
Funny
sequels.
stuff.
Final
Yeah.
Destination.
funny, stupid.
No.
They need to stop making so many fucking sequels.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're
Yeah, Creep Show
Some of those
2.
things, they make way too many.
Oh yeah,
versions of it.
Stephen King movies. We could get into that. That could be a whole show by
Christine.
itself. Maximum Overdrive.
Oh, Maximum Overdrive. Honey, this machine just called me an asshole.
Pet Cemetery.
That's
Pet
creepy.
Cemetery, Pet Cemetery 2.
Carrie.
Okay.
Carrie.
Christine.
I did say Christine already.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes. That was the very first Chrysler self-driving car.
Yeah.
Yeah, you showed me that
And
picture
self-
last night.
And self-repairing car. Don't forget.
Yes. Yeah.
Saved a lot in repair bills.
Now there's a futuristic car that came out of the 50s. It could repair
Mhm.
itself.
Yeah.
You got into an accident? Fuck, find the evidence the next day.
No,
It'll repair itself while you're sleeping.
I remember that movie.
Get this at your local dealership today.
Yeah.
But be warned, there is a price to pay.
Yeah.
Other than
Yeah.
the cash you dish out for the car itself.
Okay, I have a question.
She's questioning again.
Any of the movies that you have sitting there, do they have on DVD now?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, all of them.
Okay. Well, then maybe
Except for maybe these two.
maybe you should update your library to DVD.
This one right here, I've got
Mm.
the original and I've got the new remake of it.
There's two remakes. There's like a sequel. They made a sequel too. Because I saw it on
I spit on your grave.
Why
Spit on Your Grave
did you
1
say
and
there's
2.
two remakes?
well, they made it when they made the remake.
Yeah, the
They
remake.
made the remake of that, and then they
a
made
sequel to the remake.
hang on. The new one was made in 2010.
Right.
That one's on Voodoo Free.
And then
That's
you
in
have
there,
I
right?
Spit on Your Grave 2.
Mm.
And I Spit on Your Grave Part 3.
Oh, is there 3 of them?
Yes.
See, that's as far as they should take any horror movie to begin with.
Yeah.
You know, Friday the 13th.
Well, the
They
thing
went too
is,
far on that, too many.
yeah,
years.
Friday the 13th.
they got
went-
contracted to make 13, and I know they've gone beyond that by now.
Yeah.
I'm
No.
not sure on that,
This is
but I know
also-
I know they actually did a Freddy versus Jason.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So I was just gonna say some of those you gotta count as a movie as one of the sequels because it's a Freddy versus Jason or Freddy versus Freddy Krueger or whatever. I mean, I know that probably hasn't happened yet. but
Freddy
still.
versus Freddy Krueger, so he versus himself.
Or I mean, you know, Jason versus Freddy Krueger. I know what I meant in my head. It just my thoughts have been like that all fucking week. You know, I've been thinking faster than I can speak. It's a bitch sometimes, you know.
BBS.
But these you may not. These are unique breeds.
Well, there is one of them you do not have that
Yeah, man.
Humanities?
is like extremely hard to find.
Yeah, there's a lot of them
What's
out there
that?
that are extremely hard
It's
to find.
called Cannibal Holocaust.
These two I
That
got.
sounds gross.
These two I
And
got
it's-
because these
and
are.
it has been banned. It was banned
I wonder
in
why.
a lot of countries, and it's all because of the fact that they said that the scenes in it were way too realistic looking.
Well, see, in these,
Who made that movie?
I'm not sure who directed that.
some of
one.
those horror movies, some of the best ones are made by people that are unknown and have unknown actresses. Some of
Mhm.
the, you know, some of that stuff you'd see on Elvira's show at
What's the
night.
name of it?
But these
Cannibal Holocaust.
inhumanity movies, what these are, is back when these were made.
Those are kind of like the Faces of Death.
Well, no, these are different. These are a lot different than the Faces of Death. All the stuff you see in these, is
1980
real.
movie.
Okay. This is the stuff because back in the older days, because now we got better technology, of course. Back in the older days when these were made, when they made
We
these
lost a bunch
movies,
of people.
our technology wasn't advanced enough, so the news was always delayed. So if you had news overseas in war zones, it was delayed. So they could edit it before we saw it here at home.
Yeah.
This is the stuff
The,
that
19,
ended up on
the
the edit.
1980 Italian cannibal horror film.
What's in here is what ended up on the editing room floors. Like you'll see a guy standing behind the news guy. The guy's sitting there giving him the news from a war zone, and there's a kid back there, and you actually see him pull the pin from the grenade and just drop it and not move.
He blows himself up.
Yeah,
Kind of like that website I used to go to that you told me sick for going to.
right. But I'm just saying that's the
Uh,
kind of stuff that was on. That's what's on here now. Faces of Death. Now let me explain the difference. Faces of Death is stuff that's real, but everything that's on Faces of Death isn't necessarily real. Some of this stuff on Faces of Death have been reenacted because they couldn't bring the cameras in because of religious or whatever reasons.
Yeah.
Okay, like for example, in Faces of Death 3, one of the most famous scenes from the Faces of Death movies is where they go to this restaurant and they all sit around this circled table, and in the center of the table is a hole, and all of a sudden you see a waiter come out and they bring a live monkey and they put him in, they open up the table, you know, split it like this, put the monkey in a basket. If there's like a basket attached to the table, drop him in there, hold on to his head, clamp the table back in place, and then they lock it. And then they take the bag off this monkey's head, and then the people sit there and hit it with a hammer until it's knocked out, and they cut it over and eat the brains. Now that was all reenacted on Faces of Death because they wouldn't allow the cameras in that place.
They made a porn version of the movie you're talking about. It's called Eaten Alive.
You know what? One of the other funniest ones, speaking of porn movies, and I'm sorry to get off the track, but
Oh yeah,
Oh
you're
my
getting way
God.
off.
Sorry, I just-
Way
you
off the rails.
your better half did it though.
It's not my fault.
Speaking, this does kind of fit. There was another how would you call that, parody or
Hornady.
pornity? Yeah. Of Edward Scissorhands, and it was called Edward. Exactly, Edward Penis Hands. Think about that one. You know, if you've ever seen Edward Scissorhands, he had all those scissors on his
Oh my
hands, and then think about
God.
sitting there with like 5 penises on each hand. You do a lot of fucking then, won't you?
We weren't supposed to be going off on this crap. Come on.
That's
Sorry, I was
what
looking-
this fought be a proxy.
No.
I was looking at the movie and it said
Train rerail.
it was under
subject.
other people
But anyway,
search for it.
Inhumanities and Faces of Death are two different breeds of
Yeah,
scary
you go
type
off the
shit.
trail.
But this one will make any man fun. Speaking of porn movies again. Because of the one scene that's in there where she grabs the guy's shit and cuts it off.
Ooh, ow.
Yeah.
While he's in the tub.
Hey, that's where
I mean-
Marina Bobbitt got her idea from.
I'm sure it was. The movie's been around since the 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an older movie.
Or how about, here's another good one, a good classic. Gates of Hell. You ever see that one? You want me to refresh your memory a little bit?
What's it about?
I'm sure it's
This
Yeah.
old
Gates of
couple
Hell.
live on this farm out in the middle of nowhere. They get these people to come up. They drug them. They bury them in their backyard that's kind of hidden up to their necks, and then they put gunny sacks over their heads and stuff like that, keep them alive. And then after a certain point, they come out with a sickle and cut all the heads off, dig up the bodies. Guess what other guests are eating? The bodies.
Oh, that's sick. That's worse than Hannibal Lecter.
That's like cutting up the bodies and turning it into
Oh, yeah,
blood.
Silence of the Lambs.
I was just gonna say Silence
Yeah.
of the Lambs.
Yeah.
And you wonder why I don't watch horror movies?
I don't watch them either
You already
usually.
have nightmares?
That's gross.
Well,
I know they're
you
fake,
always
but
got
it's
the
still
one called
gross.
the Human Centipede.
No.
I know
there
it's
was a
all
lot-
fake,
There was a
but
lot of
gross.
fucked up movies,
You know
Yeah.
what that one's
you
about?
know, that would
No.
fuck you up for life.
What's that one about?
Yeah.
The Human Centipede. Have you heard of
Well,
that
that
one?
was another fucked up movie too, but you know, that's an old
What
movie.
do you guys
That's the
watch that
title.
so many of these
Dude,
fucked up movies?
Dude takes people and he sews their mouths to the asshole of the next person, and on and on, and that's how they're a human centipede.
That's some fucked up shit, man.
And then-
Yeah, it is
That's some
fucked up
shit that
shit.
nightmares
It
are made
is
of.
fucked up shit because what the person behind the first person's eating is their shit.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
And so on and
gross.
so
So
forth.
on and so forth.
Oh,
Except for the
God.
first
recycled
person.
shit.
Yep, recycled
Oh, okay, stop.
Unless
Maybe
the
I'll throw up.
They make it into a circle.
shit.
Am I about
That's
to
a
eat
circle
now?
jerk centipede.
I'm done eating. Thank God. Well, yeah. That was that's a good
Yeah,
weight
that
loss
was pretty
program.
gross.
I know where you get some good meatloaf.
No.
That makes for a good weight loss plan.
But yeah, that's a human centipede.
Oh,
And then you got Saw. Remember the Saw series?
Yeah, I didn't watch those.
They went a little far with that one too.
They took a little far. Leprechaun, they went really far with.
They fucked Leprechaun.
Leprechaun should have stopped after 3. I did like 3 because it was funny when he went to Leprechaun 3 was the one where he went to Vegas, and he had some of them cool fucking limericks.
Chucky?
You know, Chucky, Child's Play. should have
You know
stopped
they
after
remade
3.
that too.
Yeah,
They just recently remade Child's Play.
I remember when Child's Play
You still
came
like-
out. The first movie came out. It was a VHS deal because it was back in the day, and it was one of the first horror movies, and one of the ones that were like
Chucky and Bride.
that we could,
Bride of Chucky.
we at the video
Chucky.
stores
Spawn
considered
of
like a
Chucky.
pay through thing where
I
we
think
could
Renee
order
Zellweger-
enough of them. It was
I think
cheap
Renee
enough where we
Zellweger
could
did
order
the
enough
voice
of
now.
them and sell them for like $20 and still make a profit on the copies.
Oh.
Okay, so I mean, So we got the Child's Play. We ordered enough of those Child's Play. I got one of the first from the studio, not the ones you bought in the store, and I wish I would have still had it, but somebody got a little upset and destroyed it. Kind of pissed me off. I hate it when they get that way. You know, they get too scared of something and they decide to destroy something. So we had this really, anyway, I'm not going to go there. But anyway, if you ordered enough copies, it's kind of like when she worked for that one place. If you order enough, you get this nice gift, right? So we ordered a whole shitload of these Child's Play, and we got like a half a dozen of them fucking Child's Play dolls.
The Chucky dolls, the originals.
You know, and they had like the studio thing on it. They weren't the ones you could go and buy in the store, okay? And each one of us at the store, because it was like 4, I don't know. We got one so that each one of us got to take one home, and then we had a couple left over that we used for like a prize thing, you know, for a contest. But I took that sucker home.
What are they into for promotion?
That's what it was. It was like promotion stuff. You know, I used to get that stuff all the time because I did the ordering in the store. I was one of the managers, so I'd see this stuff and I'd make sure that we got our promotion deals. You know, that's how I got that up there. The Wayne's World hat.
Wayne's
Because
World,
I was in the video store business when Wayne's World was released. So I mean, I'm not.
Is that a horror
total,
show?
No,
No.
but I'm not a
Why are
total.
you talking about it?
I'm not a total. You know,
We're supposed
movie
to be
expert,
talking-
but I
we're
worked
supposed
in
to
the
be
movie
talking horror.
industry long enough to know about it. No,
I
it's
know,
still
he
about the
always,
movie
he's always off track.
It's
Okay,
still
to
about
get
the
us
movie
back on
industry a little
track,
bit.
the director of Drag Me to Hell is most famous
I
for
don't-
what
I didn't
other
watch that movie.
horror franchise?
Oh, geez, Mark.
That was him. That was his.
I didn't watch that movie, so I wouldn't know.
Trying to think, I'm not sure on that one either. I don't know who directed it. If I know who directed it, I might be able to tell you.
There's a lot of those movies with people going to hell.
It doesn't tell you, does it? It just tells you
No.
the franchise.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Then what was it? Because I don't know it.
The Evil Dead series.
Didn't watch that one either.
Oh, the Evil Dead series. That's Ash. They call me Ash.
No, I didn't see it.
Ash versus the Evil Dead.
I didn't watch that one either.
Oh my god. This
Yeah,
one,
that was cool.
Well-
The Evil Dead is cool.
Everybody
It's-
did. They don't
it's
like to
got
watch
good-
this movie, so
It's
I don't
got the
tend to
good
watch it.
scariness to it, but it's also kind of comic.
Some of those are good movies.
And that's the Evil Dead series.
Well, I haven't got around to watching some.
Oh, you gotta see them.
okay, now this one has the Andrew
Sam Raimi.
Carter-
But another.
That's what she says it
But
was.
but they got to stop making those past three. Most of them.
And most of them, yeah.
Now this next one has the answer kind of in the question.
Oh, look out!
I mean, like. Okay, go ahead.
What day does Tree have to relive over and over in the 2017 movie Happy Death Day?
Friday the 13th. I don't know.
No.
His death.
I'll
Happy
give you
Death
that
Day.
one, but explain a little more.
I don't
His
know.
birthday? Never mind.
The day he died,
It's a female, by the
or
way.
she died.
Bruce Campbell, yep.
I'm not.
No, I see your comments. I'm reading them.
I'm
Can't
not-
you read them?
I'm not familiar with some of those horror movies because I haven't been able to watch all the horror movies like I used to.
Yes, Bruce Campbell. Yes. But she's doing the trivia things too. You
And
gotta.
I,
Aren't you hearing her? Because if you can hear her, you're supposed to answer trivias.
Yeah, the questions are for the audience too.
speak up. Wait, we got something
Happy
else.
Death Day. You didn't
If
watch
this
that
wasn't
one.
a hol-
Anyway, the
if this
answer
wasn't a
was
Halloween
the dance
special,
for
we'd be
murder
doing
on her
something
birthday.
else.
So
Day
he,
after
ki-
murder
so
on her
he
birthday.
kind of got it.
So did I, because I said her birthday.
Yeah,
All right.
but
So-
she was murdered on her birthday.
There you go. Happy Death Day.
Happy Death Day.
But some
Happy
movies,
Death Day.
some movies, like shouldn't even be made a sequel to, like Butterfly Effect.
Butterfly Effect was.
I didn't like the second
was
one.
a unique movie in itself, but the second one, yeah, kind of.
I mean, it kind of fits in with our thing, you know, horror movies, sci-fi, because that's a fucked up thought thinking
Is
about.
that the one with Ashton Kutcher in it?
Yeah,
Yes.
yes.
I've
That's
seen
where
that
he-
one.
He
I've
keeps
seen that
changing
one.
his past and his future and stuff.
He
by-
figures
Yeah.
out because he wrote down everything from his memories of his past.
He kept
and everything.
journals.
He kept journals. He figured out reading his journals
Would allow him to go back in time.
to go back in time and change things.
Certain events.
But then when
And
that
then
changed
every
the
time he changed,
it had a
every time
butterfly
he changed something, had a butterfly effect. So whenever he came back,
So
to
then
his-
all those
to
new
his
memories
original
were,
spot,
all those old,
all those
then
memories
that caused
were
nosebleeds.
screwed up, and it would cause the nosebleeds. But things would be changed.
right.
and they could be for the better or
But
for the
he,
worse.
and he
They were always for the worst.
but he always remembered everything that happened.
See, I
That's
remember
just
watching
it.
the movie, but I don't remember exactly what happened.
Mhm.
And he remembered everything that happened on every occasion that he went through.
Yeah.
Now, would he then also write a new journal
No,
entry from
not
what
always.
he did?
He was trying to fix things.
What he was doing is trying to fix things. Eventually, the way he fixed it was fixing himself.
Isn't
Because
that
he
how
wasn't
it
supposed
always
to
works?
exist. That's the
In order
scary
to
part.
fix the stuff,
The
you
whole
gotta
thing
fix
was is he
yourself.
wasn't supposed to exist. In a
Supposedly,
way.
yeah.
So it was like a whole, you know, you got to look into that. It was like a thinker. Some of those thinkers can be scary if you think about it.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Another Stephen King movie. Not Thinker, but
Thinner. Yeah.
Thinner. Yeah.
Or It. The original.
The original,
It
you
with
can't.
you-
I'm sorry.
original
You
It.
cannot replace.
replace Tim Curry as Pennywise.
no.
No.
You cannot
That, it
do
does
that.
not matter how
How?
hard you try. You cannot replace Tim Curry as Pennywise.
Because
Clown.
even without the makeup, that was one scary looking dude to begin with.
No, he wasn't.
He
No.
was. He was kind of like a. No, he would have made the
had
perfect
The
Grinch.
most unique
Yeah.
voice
But he also had a unique
Of-
face.
of a character.
He's in
actor.
bad shape now.
Yeah, he is.
But he
He had a
had
bad
one of those.
stroke.
He had one of those unique faces
He
too.
was like the
He's
most
British.
He was
Yeah,
so good at what he did.
he would have made a good
He even
Grinch.
voiced he voiced
Yeah, Jim Carrey
Nigel
did that.
Thornberry on the Thornberrys, a Nickelodeon cartoon.
Exorcist.
The Exorcist.
I wasn't allowed to
Blair.
watch that
Omen.
when I was little. When that
Omen.
came out. Omen out.
The Omen.
That was on
Those
that was on
movies,
TV the other day, actually.
They kind of went far with that one.
Yeah, but the first couple were like the best. They're always the good ones.
Usually up until 3, they're
They're good.
okay. And then
Yeah,
the
that's
rest
what
of them just kind
That's what I say. After 3, that's my
they,
rule.
they
After
normally
3, they
go to
kinda,
shit
I
after
try.
3.
Yeah. Well, Hellraiser did. Yeah.
Oh, that's what I said originally on that. Up to
Yeah.
the 3rd movie, it was good, and then
I just-
after that, it went to crap.
and what's with
Well,
this is
especially
a,
after that, isn't
here's
it
the
like
one
a
thing.
rehashing thing?
see if you guys
Kind
agree
of,
with
yeah.
me. What the fuck did Hollywood do here? This is where they really fucked up one of the good ones.
That is correct. That's correct. Tim Curry. Tim Curry was the devil in the movie Legend.
Yeah.
With that was
yeah,
with,
and he
with
was
Tom,
also in the
Tom
original
Cruise.
Rocky Horror Picture
Tom
Show.
Cruise. Yeah, he was
He was
He made that one.
Dr. Frankenfurter
Yep.
in Rocky Horror Picture Film
Oh,
Show.
and,
I
oh
love
my
that.
God! You can't replace him in that either. I saw the remake to that too.
No, you cannot replace him in that.
You
Yeah.
could- no, there was no way.
He's one of a kind.
I mean, and then he was in Home Alone, but that's not this type of movie.
Yeah.
Maybe
But-
he was at Home Alone.
Yeah, he was in Home Alone 2 or the one where he was
I think
in
it
New
was
York.
in 2. I
He
think
was in,
it had
where
to
he,
be
got,
2.
he was trapped
When he
in
was
New York.
when he was in the hotel.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was.
because he was a store
hotel-
manager or the hotel
hotel
manager.
Hotel manager.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, I totally forgot.
And he played
until
a-
Jen said
He played
something.
kind of a
I
stuck-up,
totally forgot
snobbish.
that
He
Tim
played
Curry
one of
was
those
the devil
because
in-
it was like a ritzy
Played-
hotel, so he played one of those stuck-up, snobbish types, and he did
Yeah.
really good. And he also was in. He also played the evil cardinal in. And it had Charlie Sheen,
I don't know which one you're talking about.
Three Musketeers. The Three Musketeers movie that had Charlie Sheen and the other dude, the blonde guy. Fuck. I can see his face too.
That is absolutely true.
Another joke, please. I'm still
What?
feeling a little.
No one can ever replace Tim Curry.
Oh yeah. You know, there's very few actors like that in Hollywood that get into a role and you can't replace them, and you shouldn't try. And
It's
then
not- it's
some
not-
of these movies shouldn't
It's
be
not
remade.
one specific role. It's the fact that,
Right, but when they do
that
it, they
they're
fuck it up.
so good at what
Yeah.
they do.
That if you go and
cannot.
try to remake that movie with that,
You
you can't
absolutely
replace that
cannot
role that
replace
that
them.
person played.
Yep.
You know. I mean,
He did it
and
good.
there's a lot of actors out there that have done shit like that, but he played such a scary fucking Pennywise
Mhm.
clown that
Yeah.
that clown was so evil to look at. That it was, and then he could sit there and all of a
And he
sudden
calmed
just
down.
go and turn around and do fucking comedy and have this goofy fucking look on
Oh,
his
yeah.
face, and when he was in the Roseanne TV.
Well, here's one for
Yeah,
you
yeah,
guys.
yeah, I
Here's
know that
one. Here's
one.
one for everybody to check out. Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Space.
Oh my God.
That's an old.
That's a
movie.
classic. That's a cult classic.
That's a cult classic.
That's that one that we watched that
Yes,
day.
that's the one I
that's
had
a
that was
watched.
really,
classic.
that was so
That
weird.
was
I haven't
that's a
seen
cult
that.
classic.
I haven't
That's
seen
weird.
that since I owned the video stores.
That was so,
That is a cult
that
classic.
was so freaking cheesy as man believe.
But see, some of those are the good movies, though. You
Yeah.
know, like Little Shop of Horrors. The
Yes.
original.
The original Little Shop of Horrors with Audrey too, and I'll remember his name afterwards, but
Ghostbusters.
What about Ghostbusters?
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
what was his name?
This movie was done in 3B and it looks good. 3 beers and it looks good, eh? Rick Moranis.
Moranis, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Rick Moranis, yeah.
I have to go through the movies that the guy was in, and then it comes to it's
See,
a
even
process.
Jen even agrees with me.
What?
Says here, yes, it's a classic. I've got Killer Clowns on DVD.
It is a classic.
It
but
is
it's
a
so,
classic.
It's so cheesy. Oh my God.
But that's the point.
That's
That
the
was the
whole
whole
point of
point.
that
It's like
one.
watching the Blob.
But it's a low budget movie. Some of those were the greatest.
Oh, the Blob was good.
You know, when I was a kid, there wasn't a whole lot to watch at Halloween time because, you know,
Oh, I
there were
know.
3 fucking channels.
Yeah.
All right. And most of the time,
ABC, NBC, and CBS.
well, most of the time at Halloween, they play
Sometimes
those.
Channel
And
18.
there's nothing wrong with it. Don't get me wrong with it.
I have heard of that
Oh,
one,
sure.
and I don't know. I don't
They
remember
played
if I've seen
when I
that
was
one.
when I was a kid. See, was it this way for you in California when you had only 3 fucking channels?
We had 5.
Oh, fuck you. Fuck off. But anyway, better take a drink. We're starting that game soon. Anyway, they played those old Japanese type monster movies like Godzilla, Gamera.
Godzilla and Gamera.
Mothra,
yeah, I know.
We got the newest Godzilla.
Yeah,
No,
but
we
some
don't
of
know
those,
it. I didn't buy it. I
Oh, that's
rented
right.
it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
some of those old classics that we grew up on, when they showed them on those channels at Halloween time a lot, you know, and they had Camera the Flying
That was
Turtle,
true.
and they had Godzilla,
Gamera.
and yeah, all
That
of
was
that
good,
stuff.
though.
And then you'd see all these Japanese people in there, and they're speaking, you know,
King
they're
of the
supposed to be
Monsters.
speaking English, but they're actually speaking Japanese, so the lips don't match what they're saying.
At the end of.
Yeah, those
oh,
were
I shouldn't
great
say
classics.
that.
I'll find it for you.
Those were great
I'm
classics.
not gonna say it.
You know, I don't remember if I've ever seen Dead Alive. No, Dead, not Dead or Alive. Dead Alive. Yes.
I saw Buried Alive. That
It's-
was a fucked up movie.
Jen said
Yeah.
it's a hard to find B horror flick,
That, you know, a lot of those B horror flicks are hard to find.
and a lot of them are really good.
Most of them are.
A lot
A
of
lot
them
of
are
those
very
low
good.
budget movies, that's what a B movie
Well,
is.
then you
a
get
low
the
budget.
aliens.
Mhm.
The aliens movies
They've gotten taken too far too.
Yeah.
to
Predator
a
got
point.
taken too far.
Yes, now Predator. I don't know though.
Sammy's got,
Those are
Sammy's got
kind of.
comment.
Those are being tied in together, actually.
Yeah, Predator
and
and Alien, Predator
Those are
versus
being
Alien.
tied in together.
Hold on a
The
second.
Prometheus movies, that's being tied in with the aliens because that's the beginning of the whole fucking
I got
franchise.
a quick little question for you.
What?
Do you know the guy's name that played the Leprechaun?
Yeah, that was
Probably some little dude from Wizard of
Brett
Oz.
sent me a messenger thing. He's the one that played Willow.
Warwick Davis.
Yeah, thank you, Warwick Davis.
Speaking of aliens,
All right, speaking of aliens.
how do the aliens plan to conquer the planet in Plan 9 from outer space?
It's like Invasion of the Body Snatchers, huh?
From outer space.
Take over the human race.
Thank you, Jen. I'll look it up later.
I don't know. It's another one I haven't seen, I don't think.
Plan 9 from outer space. I'm trying to remember that one.
See, that's one movie category that I kind of got defaulted on because people that I've dated have been with don't like those movies, so I don't.
I'm sorry, I don't like horror
And
movies.
it's boring watching movies alone sometimes.
Yeah, it is. It's very boring.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, then maybe you guys should get together and watch them together.
There you go.
I mean, there's a movie.
No,
They
you know,
talk through the
there's
whole
a
thing.
movie. You know, there's a movie, and this one I got to show
They critique it.
why
and so
people are
watching
trying
it.
to get the answer to that. I'm gonna
best
mention
scene
this one
of Dead,
quick too.
Dead Alive.
This dude should be movie critics.
There's a movie I've been watching. They took it to 3 so far, and I've watched the second one. The second one's okay. I didn't like the third one, but I've seen the second and third one on TV. But the first one, this first movie, scared the living fucking hell out of me, and it's got one of the greatest actors in it that I've ever seen in a long time. Okay.
My mouth was pissing me
You'll
off.
agree with me on that one. But this movie is a scary fucking movie, even considering the stuff that I did when I was in fucking school, talking to the truckers on the CBs and fucking with them. That's what Paul Walker's in this movie.
See that?
Paul Walker and his brother. Well, it's not the actor's not his brother, but the characters are brothers.
Yeah.
They go on this road trip and they start fucking with a truck driver, and the truck driver is the same actor that was also in the Fast and the Furious movies, playing one of the cops. But he was also in Silence. Is that Silence of the Lambs? That
You
had
said
the guy,
Silence of the Lambs.
that had the guy that said, "I'll
It puts
put
the lotion on its skin,
Yeah.
or it gets the
That
rose
was it,
again.
yeah, right. And then the chick's down in the well. It's inside. Yeah, right.
Yep.
That guy's the guy driving the truck, chasing after them.
That's Wild Bill.
Yeah.
It's Bill.
Right. But anyway, this movie.
He's the first one. He's the first one that they actually go after.
This movie, I'd
First
recommend
serial
watching
killer
at
they go
least
after.
this first one because this
In
is
the
a
movie
good.
itself.
This is a good time. This is a good time. Halloween is a good time. This is a good scary movie to watch. I mean, it might not fit in your classic horror movie.
What
film,
movie, Jen?
But
This
this
one?
is a
Joyride?
thriller. Joyride's a
Or
thriller.
the one that she just asked a question about?
The one she just asked a question about.
She got it. She has it right here. Plan 9 from outer space. See? How do the aliens plan to conquer the planet in Plan 9 from outer space? And I don't remember. I don't even remember if I seen that movie.
Yeah, I never heard of it.
But she was asking what's the movie called, and I don't know which one she was referring to. The one you were just holding up, or
Oh, she was referring to the one I was holding up. It's been on TV for quite a bit this week. You know,
Joyride.
yeah.
Yes, please do.
Kind of like the
You
Hitchhiker.
can do it.
Or the
Yeah.
Hitcher. or
Actually,
whatever.
I think I've seen that one.
Joyride?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have. It was on TV a couple of weeks
Yeah,
ago.
Well, no, not. I didn't see it this time, but I've seen it
Lily
before.
Sobieski's in that one too. You don't see a lot of her anymore.
No.
Oh,
But there's a lot of good horror movies out there. There was. Still is.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, she said
Anyway.
yes. Joyride.
They plan to resurrect the dead.
Wait
Oh,
a second.
To resurrect the dead.
Really?
That's how they plan on taking over the Night of the Living Dead.
She's not. You've never seen Silence of the Lambs?
Oh my God.
You gotta fucking watch that.
Now that's one movie I got to give props for making the sequels to, because
Well, the sequels on that are pretty good.
Yeah, because it's like you got the Hannibal Lecter and
You got no. There's only 3
Animal.
movies to that. There's only 3 movies to that. They did what they should have. They made when they made the series, the sequels to it. They kept it to 3. That's it.
I think there was more than 3.
Nope.
All right,
There's
name
only
them off.
3.
You know which ones they are?
There was Silence of the Lambs. Then the second one, I can't remember the exact name of it. And the third one's called Hannibal.
Yeah, they also have one called Red Dragon in there. There's 4 or 5 of those movies because Ed Norton was in a couple of
I don't
them.
remember.
You know who I'm talking? Ed Norton.
Yeah, I know who Ed Norton is.
Yeah, Ed Norton was in there, and then there was another chick playing that. She was actually Jodie Foster's original character, but it wasn't Jodie Foster playing her.
The Shining.
The Shining. Oh, that's another
another
good
Stephen
Stephen
King.
King movie.
Yeah.
Jack
What was
Nicholson.
written on the hotel door in The Shining?
Red rum.
Murder.
Red rum.
Murder.
Red rum.
They're both right.
Red rum. Red rum. Red rum.
Okay, you know that.
It goes,
Yeah. Red rum.
Okay, you know the director Kevin Smith, right?
Yep.
Okay. What 2011 film was the first horror movie directed by him?
he directed a horror movie?
And that's what this says.
Yeah, he did.
2011?
Yep.
Fucking A, man. I just
Oh,
read,
hell no, he ain't.
I just read something.
Ed
about
Norton.
it, too.
Ed Norton sucks.
Yeah, he's the worst.
He may be a good actor for evil roles, but when he did when they had him play the Incredible Hulk, play David Banner,
He sucked.
that sucks.
He did pretty good with Richard Gere in that one where he played the altar boy or something.
The Conjuring.
This
This is
what
one
is
of
it?
the
What's the answer?
scariest movies of all
Red
time.
State.
Huh?
Red
I lost
State.
track of the question now too.
Red Stains.
What 2011 film was the
Oh,
first
Kevin
horror
Smith.
movie directed by Kevin Smith?
Well, I would have only known because I was just reading something about
You know,
him
like
and
I
his
said-
biography.
State.
Like I said, Edward Norton may have been a good actor for
Some
evil roles,
but not a superhero.
but
Well, not the Hulk.
now she's agreeing. Okay, yeah, he sucked as the Hulk. Yeah, he
Yeah,
sucked
well, that
big time
guy-
as the Hulk.
The guy that made
The one that did it for
The guy that-
Avengers,
the guy that did it for the Avengers, he would have made Bill.
Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo really did a great job honoring Bill Bixby's memory the way he played.
Well,
Banner.
he played Banner really well.
Yeah,
What do you got?
I like.
She's
Mark
asking
Ruffalo as a
You
Hulk.
guys, you guys
Okay.
you've already basically talked on this one. But this 2010 movie involved unwilling participants in a Nazi doctor's sadistic experiments.
Oh, that was Saw.
Oh God, yeah.
No?
No.
Oh, was that? Oh, that was the Human Centipede.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, think about it. They're trying to make the perfect fucking human. Yeah.
And underneath it, in parentheses, it says first sequence.
That was the first one.
Anyway.
What are the 7 deadly sins featured in the movie 7?
Oh, sloth, greed.
No, not yet. No, what? Which are the? I'm
The
trying
7 deadly,
to answer Jen too.
the 7 deadly sins.
Pride.
It's sloth, greed, pride.
I remember that movie. It had Morgan Freeman and
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt. Yeah.
Lust.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
There's lust, greed, pride, sloth, gluttony.
Gluttony. That's where that fat guy sat
Yeah.
there and ate himself to death.
Yeah.
Uh,
No, I didn't watch it, Jen. I'll watch it a little bit later. I can bring it back
I
up.
forgot. That's like trying to name 7 dwarfs.
Envy. She's got that
Envy,
one.
yeah, that's
Envy.
it.
And there's also one more.
Rosemary's Baby. Poltergeist.
They're here.
Okay.
No, that one shouldn't have been remade. either.
Children of the Corn.
I don't know why I can't always.
I
fucking
love
remember
that movie. That was a great movie. Speaking
Wrath.
of
What?
Wrath.
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 Wrath is one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
It
that's
says
it.
greed, lust, envy, sloth, gluttony, pride, and wrath.
That's it. That was the hardest one to remember.
Yeah. 'Cause you wouldn't think it was.
She mentioned Poltergeist over here.
Oh yeah, Poltergeist.
And what was the other one you mentioned now? And I said it shouldn't have been remade. It shouldn't have been remade.
Children of the Corn.
Children of the Corn. What was it? No, there was another one. Children of the Corn. Wasn't that a Stephen King movie?
I think it was based on Stephen King.
That was a good one too. Remember that? Oh, fuck. That was.
that
And all the corn.
one was fucked. That
Plus,
one was really.
with
fucked
all the
up.
cornfields we got around here in Wisconsin.
That one fucks with your head, man.
Especially when the wind goes through them right away, and you're driving down a country road, and there's nothing on the road, and then you see the corns kind of going like this and moving with the wind, and yeah, I love it. That's funny.
After watching that one, it fucked with your head.
How about Chud? Remember Chud? Do you even remember what Chud stands for? I think it was like humanoid underground dweller or something like that, or
It's
cannibalistic, or I don't know. I can't even remember.
cannibalistic
But they
humanoid
made like
underground.
2 of those movies. That was a fun
Dweller.
one to fuck with people and hit the manhole covers when you walk by, watch them
Hey,
jump and try to climb the.
Wrath. She's got.
Or
Chud.
and then around this time you got a lot of the Halloween classics.
Well, you got Halloween. Halloween,
It's not-
Halloween 2, Halloween 3. Okay, here's
How about-
here.
Okay,
No.
talk about Halloween. Where was it set?
Now, hang on. We're getting into Halloween here.
What about the kids' movies?
I don't know. I'm asking a question here.
I don't
Now
want to answer your
listen.
question.
I want to know
You don't want to.
what the fuck happened.
Oh, you're
to
talking about them trying to
Halloween.
change Halloween to a different date?
No, the movie series of Halloween. What the fuck happened to that? You had Halloween, Halloween
yeah.
2. Those followed.
I started on that rant a while ago. I forgot all
Those
about
started
that.
on an actual storyline. Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. What the living fuck happened there?
It should have just been called Season of the Witch. That's it.
That shouldn't even have been a Halloween
It
movie.
shouldn't have been part of the series.
Where was what city and state was Halloween set in?
Oh, fuck, I know this.
I'm asking this question backwards because you already got the answer to it. But
Yeah, Halloween Season of the Witch. It's number 3 in the series. It has nothing to do with the fucking rest of them.
No.
actually, I'll give you a break. It was in Illinois.
I was just going to say Hatfield, Illinois, or Hutsfield. It started with an H.
Yeah, I started with an H.
Huntsville?
I don't know. It was something.
Havenfield.
Hmm.
See, the question.
Halloween 3.
I was on the
Season
right
of the
track.
Witch, yeah, I know. Halloween
I know it was
3,
Illinois.
Season of the Witch.
Jamie Lee Curtis was awesome. in
I
that
actually,
movie.
I think I found it on YouTube.
Jamie Lee Curtis has actually come back several times to replay
Okay,
her
another
role,
one.
to do her role.
Yes, the one about the masks. Had nothing to do with the rest of the fucking story.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with Michael Myers.
Okay, staying on the Halloween track. In Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers, what is Jamie Lloyd's relationship to Michael?
Oh, she's his sister and he's her
No.
brother.
Nope.
Niece.
No?
Yep. So it's his niece.
It's in Halloween 4. That would have been Jamie Lee Curtis's daughter.
Oh! I totally missed the
I
question on that.
I said Jamie Lloyd's relationship.
Why can't Michael Myers die?
Because Jamie Lee Curtis's
I don't know.
Jamie Lee Curtis's character was
Why did you like
Michael
that
Myers'
one best?
sister. but she had kids later in life because she also teaches at the college in Halloween H2O. Or
Okay,
whatever
another
it is.
one. Which installment of Halloween did Jamie Lee Curtis and Janet Leigh star in together?
H2O.
Yeah, that should have been that should have been the reboot or the revamp of it. They actually did that
No,
one
they didn't
right.
revamp that one because
No,
she
they
was
did
a
it right.
teacher and her kid was a lot
They did it
older.
right. No,
Yeah.
they did it right. It was kind of a revamp, but they did it the right way.
They basically made it many years later where she was like
Oh, Jennifer heard you.
What?
Why
Jamie
can't
Lee
Michael
Curtis's
Myers
character
die?
was
Yeah.
She said he's already dead.
It says you literally cannot, as far as original movies go, actually cannot die under any circumstances. Michael Myers doesn't die because some astrological power legitimately won't let him die.
He's already
there's
dead.
It's all kinds of theories.
I never
but,
watched the movie, so I
All
don't
those great,
know.
those were some great movies.
There's
Yeah,
questions that people
And
ask.
what about Jason?
Some of those,
Did you
some,
do the same
all right,
thing there?
some of those Halloween movies.
How did Jason
Hold on.
Voorhees meet his demise at Camp Crystal Lake?
He was drowned.
When he was
In the original
before he
storyline,
became
he
the
drowned.
killer.
Before
Yes.
he became the
Before he
killer,
became the
drowned.
killer,
he drowned
No,
in the lake.
no.
Young Jason.
no.
How did young Jason Voorhees
young
die
Jason
in-
died when the other kids threw him in the lake. He could not swim and he drowned.
Well, I told you, he drowned. Same difference. I got the same fucking answer as you. I just
What
made it
answer was
shorter.
correct?
He drowned.
See, that's it.
Did it say anything about the kids throwing him in?
See,
It just
told
said
ya.
he drowned.
The same
Whatever.
fucking answer as you.
Whatever.
Don't try to make yourself.
Says
never
he
mind.
survived a childhood tragedy of drowning in Crystal Lake.
Now I lost my. No, back to the Halloween movie. Those are an exception to that 3-movie rule because some of those they actually did right.
There's
Yeah.
been speculated
Except
more and more.
for the exception for that fucking third one, should have never fucking existed in the whole fucking franchise. That third one should have been a fucking standalone movie and just called it Season of the fucking Witch.
Okay, who's right? Me or Joe?
Me.
What?
No, Jennifer just said yes, he's right. Who? Me or Joe?
We're both right.
Because it was in the actual movie. It tells you the kids at Camp Crystal Lake threw his ass in, knowing he couldn't swim,
Yeah.
and they made him
Well,
drown.
The same difference as you.
Well, she even said that, so haha.
It
She
doesn't
probably said
matter.
it first.
Whatever. It doesn't
Revenge
matter.
for his drowning, right
Like
here.
I'm supposed to remember the exact fucking story. Bottom line is, motherfucker drowned.
And she's right now getting ready to argue with you right on that because she says she likes the third one.
The third one's not. The third one's a good movie, but it doesn't belong in the franchise.
No, yeah.
Okay, let's
It
get on to the
doesn't.
subject.
It should have been a standalone movie.
It
Yes.
should have been. I agree with you on that. It should have been.
a standalone
Because it has
movie.
nothing to do with the
Myers.
original
Well,
storyline.
it has nothing to do with Michael Myers.
Anywho,
But it's one of those
Anywho.
movies that'll make you sick. All the fucking
Moving
bugs
on.
coming out everywhere, the mask.
Has anybody seen the
Ugh.
movie Basket Case?
no.
I bet Jen
I've
has.
seen a basket case.
I think she actually said something about it in here. in some
I've
of
seen
her
a basket
comments.
case. I sit next to one often.
Both basket cases.
I need a straight jacket for you.
In the
Well, I was
1980s
Well, you are in
I was
insane
gonna
asylum.
order one at some time.
Basket Case. What does the character Dwayne carry in his basket?
Heads.
I had
No.
body parts. Coke, you owe me a Coke.
I'm not waiting for a specific answer this time.
I don't have a fucking specific answer.
Head.
No,
legs.
it's a head.
No.
Okay.
Let's see if somebody else answers.
All right. He's carrying Donnie's.
He's carrying
Mushroom.
Donnie's testicles.
That,
He's carrying Donnie's
Happy now?
testicles. That's why he's got no balls to do anything. Oh no, he's carrying all the Republicans' testicles.
Oh God.
A basket full of
Okay,
testicles from the
how did we go
Republican
from
Party.
horror movies to
I don't know.
politics?
That was just fun.
Alright, just had to say it.
she said a little deformed guy.
Leprechaun?
That's closer than you guys.
A midget?
his Siamese twin,
Oh,
Oh, geez, really? That's creepy.
which would be a little deformed
Okay,
guy.
here's
Yeah.
a movie. Anybody
That's
ever
creepy.
see Freak Show?
Yeah.
Congratulations, Jen.
The old one?
Ding, 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 ding.
The old one?
You're doing better than they are.
She says, I forgot. It's like a little deformed monster person.
It's kind of creepy.
Which one? The
The-
Freak Show?
Yeah, Freak
Yeah.
Show, the old
The
one.
old one. Yeah, I think I've seen it a long
I mean, I know
time
there
ago.
was like a TV series called that too, but no, I'm not talking TV series. I'm talking like the old movie.
But the Freak Show I've always been used to sitting right here.
Fuck off.
Has anybody ever seen Night of the Comet?
Yes, I know that movie.
Okay, you should get this one then. In Night of the Comet, what popular Cyndi Lauper song was playing when Regina and Samantha were dancing in the mall?
Girls just want to have
So,
fun.
yeah, the girls just want to have fun.
Damn!
What else you want to know about that movie?
Just go to the next one.
Want to know which guns that they got?
you mind if I?
Which movie box cover shows one of the title bad guys popping out of a toilet?
That's Ghoulies.
Ghoulies?
Yeah.
Oh.
Mark likes that one. You should know that one.
No, and also
I didn't hear
Night
the
of
question.
Comet. You want to know what
I didn't
you
hear
want to know
that.
what guns they had?
What guns do they have?
Okay,
I haven't
Regina-
seen that one in a long
Regina
time. I've
and
seen
Sam.
Gremlin, the two Gremlin movies on lately. Those
Regina and Sam raided the
Freeform has been playing a lot of Halloween
they
movies.
raided
They had a
the
Gizmo.
depot.
Yeah.
You know the
They had a Gizmo
Army
that actually
National Guard
danced and sang.
depot. And Regina took Mac-10 submachine guns.
It was
And
fun.
while they were playing with them and testing them out,
The
they
Psycho
They
movies?
kept jamming, right? Regina's.
Oh, there
And
we
Sam
go.
said, Daddy would have got us
Here's a fucked up movie. Psycho.
Yeah. It's from many years ago.
Oh yeah, Ghoulies, yeah.
Ghoulies.
Jen, the first time Jen seen that was at my house.
Ghoulies, Gremlins.
We were sitting on the beanbags watching it on my TV.
You know when that first came
You
out,
like
that's
Ron
like,
White sitting on a beanbag
You know
naked
what-
eating Cheetos?
you know what Ghoulies?
No,
Oh,
Shut up, Juan. She got that from Ron White.
that's what
that's
I
what she
said.
just said.
Oh. Sitting in a bean
But yeah,
chair
Ghoulies,
naked
that-
eating Cheetos.
That's where Jen, I believe, first seen it.
Yes,
They were-
sir. Do you feel like you want to send me $100?
Almost had me.
Almost got me.
All right,
I still like
hush.
somebody
We're
saying-
not joking here with
Hey.
Fuck off.
Fuck
All
on.
right, take a drink.
Fuck on.
Fuck on.
Fuck on.
Okay, go ahead.
Fuck on.
She's want to ask questions.
She's having fun over here thinking she's an MC for a game show.
Paris Hilton's on-screen demise was the primary draw for what 2005
House of
remake?
Wax.
Oh, they got rid of her? Oh, that'd be an awesome movie.
Boy, you got that before you even finish answering the question.
And yes, that is true. Jen and I used to watch horror movies all the time.
No.
Nothing wrong with that.
She'd come over,
I used to watch them with
and
my dad when I
we'd
was a
sit-
kid. That's how I got into them.
you know. That was
Oh.
before I was in the trailer house.
No.
That's before she came and stayed with us in the trailer. You know, we'd sit on the beanbags and have popcorn and sodas
And keep the lights out and watch the horror movies
fucking horror
in the
movies.
dark.
No.
She was one of the few of my nieces and nephews that liked that shit
No.
when I was into it,
Yeah.
and she'd be there to watch it with me.
Yeah, it's like I said, like we said, it's hard to watch those fucking movies by yourself, and it's not because they're scary. It's just because you like to see other people's
Boring.
reactions when
Yes.
you're watching it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You want to see somebody jump when Freddy comes through the door or some shit, and he starts going like this, and they go like this. 'Cause
Fright Night.
They can't stand the fucking.
Did you ever
thing.
see Fright Night?
No, I remember it.
That was a good one. That one was kind of
That
one
was
of those.
a fucking cool box
that was
cover.
It was kind of a funny, but had some scary moments to it.
Right.
Here's another one for you. House.
That was a fucked up.
That
movie.
was that starred the guy who was greatest American hero.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
And then they made a house too.
no. Let's see.
And then that one, the different rooms and stuff in the house was open to portals to different realms.
Oh, well.
Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
That one, Pod People.
Who's that guy's name?
War of the
William?
Worlds, the original. Yeah. When it
What
was
was that
on a
guy's
radio
name?
show and
William
you couldn't
something?
watch TV.
I can't remember his
I can't
name.
remember his name.
Think
William.
about that when
First name
everybody
was
had to
William
listen to that
McGinley.
on the radio.
Damn it! I should have got my stickers that I have.
What's that?
I have horror stickers.
You have horse stickers?
Horror.
They show everything.
HORROR.
She got it.
You asshole.
Her mind's in the gutter. She got it right away. Look,
Your mind's always in the gutter.
she's turning.
No,
fucking
these
red
are
as
the
an
ones.
apple.
You remember the
funny.
ones? Remember the ones where you put the
That's
quarter in, you slide it forward, it spits out a fucking sticker.
Yeah, the ones that you see.
Yes!
Yeah.
I got like a fucking stack of those, man.
Like this.
I don't know about like that.
You got about 100 of them, maybe.
No, not quite that many. Not like that.
That was a good joke.
But no, I've got House. One of them has House and the Creep Show and a couple others.
I couldn't. There was one on. It was a Creep. Yeah, Creep Show was a comic book one, right?
Creep Show was the comic book one, yeah.
There was one of the stories on there that I could never watch. I hated watching it.
Was that where they were swimming in the?
No. It was the one that had the old guy that was in the sterile environment. His entire house was sterile, and all of a sudden, one roach starts coming in, and another roach, and then he gets buried. Remember that one? That might have been in Creep Show 2.
I think that was Creep Show too.
But now here's another interesting thing. Every one of Stephen King's movies, Creep Show 1, Creep Show 2, or all of them other ones, Maximum Overdrive, keep an eye out for the goofy looking fucker because he made a cameo kind of like
He was in Creep Show
he
1.
was kind of he's kind of like
which character he was in Creep Show 1?
yeah, I know, he was the one that got the meteorite.
He's the one that got covered in the
Yeah,
shit that
meteor
the
shit,
meteorite was
Right, the
started
meteor
making.
shit. He played the little redneck hippie
Um,
dude.
How about Maximum Overdrive?
But
You
here's the
remember which
thing.
one he was
I
there?
wanted to make a point. He's like what Stan Lee was to the comic movies. He is to his horror
movies,
franchise.
His horror franchise.
He always makes a cameo in
Hey
every
Google,
single
turn the
movie.
TV off.
Every single movie that's based on one of his books that he had something to do with, like the originals, all the originals, he's made a cameo in them at some point. Wasn't he like the gas station attendant or something?
Nope.
Or
In Maximum Overdrive, he was the one that was at the ATM machine and said, "Honey, this thing called me an asshole."
oh yeah, I remember that. I forgot. You know how long it's been since I've seen that one?
That movie is funny shit. That one was funny because it was aliens taking over the electronics.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Like-
that fucking
like
semi
movies?
truck though, that one semi
Toys,
truck,
that toy?
fucking gremlin.
Yeah, it's a
looking thing
gremlin face on it. It
on
was
the
a toy.
face, like bright,
It was
bright green with red eyes and pointy fucking ears and
It transported toys.
Another movie, Amityville Horror.
oh yeah, that's a fucked up movie too.
But none of those real.
No, but I'm just saying it was a good movie.
I think she wants to answer or
All right.
ask another one.
People still talk about that house.
I know.
What movie stars professional wrestler Roddy Piper as a drifter
They
who
Live.
discovers
Hey, it involves a wrestler. You should have
Hey,
known if you know that one.
No, he can't. He can't resist.
That's why I
both
did
of
it.
us.
That's
Both of
why
us
I
know
did it.
that one.
That was one of Piper's best movies that he was in.
Harry Potter's Daniel Radcliffe starred in this 2012 film about a vengeful ghost.
That was the Woman in Black.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very good, dear.
She didn't like that. I finished it before she asked
That's
the question.
about what I did to her on that other one.
I was just thinking about mentioning that movie too. Huh?
Motherface
Leatherface.
Yeah.
was a character.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Okay, got that one.
Oh, you don't need to finish answering
Nope.
the question.
Why do you think it just said Leatherface? Because I
No
think
need-
you're gonna know
No
it.
need to finish that.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you a different one
Oh, we could have said Ed Gein because that's who that was based on.
Set in 1630s New England, what 2015 movie involves an English farmer and his family who relocates to a forest which lurks an unknown evil?
Ooh. That sounds like a good movie.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. I don't think I've seen it, but
I
sounds
may
like
not
a
have
good
seen
movie.
that one.
I don't know, depends.
I give up.
Wow,
Witches?
I actually stumped you.
Yeah.
Witches.
Kind of.
It's that one. Oh, I think I actually fucking downloaded that one.
The Witch?
The Witch. Yes.
Ooh.
I think I actually downloaded
You download
that.
that, how come you didn't watch it?
I haven't gotten around to it yet.
Oh, let's watch it.
Either that, no, it may be on Netflix. That might have been where
Or
it's
maybe.
on Netflix. That's where I seen it.
Or see it's on Netflix and not like on the free
No,
Pluto or
no,
something.
no. I believe it's on Netflix.
Could be because of Halloween.
So we'll have to, we'll have to,
there's a lot of-
fucking, we'll
there's
have
a lot
to
of
fire
good
up
movies out
Netflix.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta say, for
When it
kids,
works,
there-
Netflix doesn't work
for
half the time.
kids, there's things like
Yeah, I
Hocus
know.
Pocus was a great one for kids.
Yeah.
Then you had It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown for
Oh, that's a
Halloween
classic.
season. Remember that one? That's a classic.
That's a classic.
You know, but I mean, Hocus Pocus, that's kind of funny.
Mhm.
That's a
Halloween
good one
Town.
for kids. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the twins made one too for Halloween. I think it was like Double Trouble, Toil and Trouble, or something
Yeah.
like that.
Bubble, toil, and trouble.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was the Olsen twins.
Yeah.
Full
When they're
House
little.
or something like
Yeah.
that. I only know this
That
because
was when
having
they were
kids,
small.
they want. Yeah, right. It was when they started doing those movies.
There's a fucking moth in here.
I know. It's your
Oh.
They keep coming from some fucking place.
Yeah.
Mothras.
I killed like 4 of them this morning.
I am going to get you an iguana, and we're going to name
No,
him
we're not.
Godzilla, and he's going to eat these moths.
No, we're not.
And he's going to annoy Joy.
And Joy's gonna eat the iguana.
Yeah.
I am going. We're
That
going
was
to get.
good.
We are going to
It was a
get
horror film.
We are going to get an iguana and name him Godzilla, so he can
Oh.
take care of your Mothra problem.
Yeah, there you go. That's funny. Now that, I like that statement that way, but that ain't happening. Anyway, Brad,
What 2014 movie involves the story of two siblings
2014. See, I haven't watched those.
battling a supernatural mirror?
Oh, God damn it! I've seen that one too. That has the girl from that has the redhead from that played Amy Pond in the Doctor Who series.
Oh.
Oculus.
Okay.
And yes, I've seen that. I've seen it. It's actually pretty good.
What are 3 simple rules for taking care of a mogwai that must never be broken?
Never
in movie
feed after
journals?
midnight. Never get them wet, and keep them out of bright lights.
Good job.
I just saw that the other day. But the second one that followed right after it too. by the way.
No, the second one was funnier. I love the second one.
Well, I like
We actually did
I like
prettier
the
with it.
ball.
We saw. Well, what is the main character's name? The main gremlin.
Gizmo.
Gizmo.
Yeah,
we
I
saw
was
one
just saying
today.
that.
We saw one today,
It
and
was-
he
I-
turned
I
him
said-
on, and he was.
I said, isn't that a Furby? A Gizmo Furby back there? And he's like, no, it's not a Furby. And he turned it on and he started singing and he started dancing and he doesn't. It's all by vibration though.
Yeah. That's it.
And it was
I
cool as
should
fuck.
buy
I
it.
should have asked what it was, but I kind of had a feeling that guy that was working there must have found it somewhere because I didn't see it anywhere else in the store. And I think it was his personal little toy that he was taking home that
Could've
night.
been.
I think so, and he just had it on
Well, you should have
display.
asked him where he got it from.
No,
So,
I
but
have ordered it.
anyway, I got a question about the Gremlins movie quick. See if you can get this one. Okay. What is that movie? You remember there was a famous television actress in that movie.
Well,
She had
Gates was
she
there.
had one of the she was more Phoebe Cates was more than just a television actress. But this woman had a one-liner catchphrase.
Usually or in the movie.
in a TV series.
Oh,
She
oh,
made it
serious?
famous. Mel, kiss my grits.
Oh, Flo.
Flo from Alice.
She was the one that wanted the dog dead when she came into the bank,
Ah,
and she was carrying that snowman and broke it and
Oh,
stuff.
what was the name?
Polly
Holiday.
something or other is her
Holly
name.
Holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you get me another one, please, so I don't go off camera
so he doesn't go off script.
and I don't dehydrate? I need to keep pushing it.
Dehydrate, dude. These
Yo, fuck
don't
off.
keep you hydrated.
Fuck off! No, this isn't going to. I can't drink
Well,
this.
fucking Mountain Dews do not keep you hydrated.
It's like-
No, if my Mountain Dew fucked, I'd get
It's like
water. Water
Get
keeps
it.
you hydrated.
It's like
all
his
the time.
intravenous medicine.
You know, look, you shut the fuck up. I'd rather drink
She
that
said
than
turn you on.
fuck off.
I turn him off, I'll turn you off.
Yeah, see, we're in the same fucking mic, asshole.
I can't. And then even if he had this one,
Fuck her
I
up.
still wouldn't be able to turn him off because he just looked over yours.
Yeah, exactly.
What is the name of the okay, let's start this over again.
Lola?
What is the name of Broken Lizard's 2004 slasher film that was released after Super Troopers?
I don't know. See, you're getting too. You get some of these questions are two new movies that I haven't seen. So
2004
slasher film.
slasher film.
That was released after Super Troopers.
Super Poopers.
Okay,
Crap shooters.
if I'm not mistaken, there's a super villains faction named this too.
I don't know.
Like side straddling, it's easier.
I watch. This is gonna be one of those ones. She's gonna give us the answer, and we're gonna kick ourselves in the ass.
Yeah, I know, because I've probably seen it.
Club Dread.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
No. Club Dread.
Is that right? Joy? Silly girl.
Which J.J. Abrams film had the tentative title 1808?
1808. Oh, that was Cloverfield.
J.J. Abrams, you would know that.
And that one was fucking stupid.
But did you start?
But, hang on. But, okay, here's the thing. The Cloverfield movie, when it came out, kind of bombed. Okay?
Okay.
And then he made
No.
10 Cloverfield Lane. Okay? That one kind of,
You're sneaky
it was okay, a little kind of iffy.
Too
Then he made one that came on to Netflix called the Cloverfield Paradox. Tied all three of them in together and explained the other two.
And so then the other two took off.
And
Wow.
so the other two were
You might have
understandable.
broke even after that.
So he did the first one, then did the second one, then thought, okay.
Well, sometimes shit like that happens.
But no,
sometimes
seriously,
shit like that happens.
that's kind of what happened with it. And the Cloverfield Paradox actually explained what happened in the first and second movie in a way. And
Okay.
it was actually
he
kind of
comes
cool.
out and makes a movie that nobody understands, so then he's got to make another one to explain the first one. Now he's got to make a third one to explain the second one.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well,
But he rocked on the fucking Star Trek movies.
Oh yeah,
I was so amazed at that. I
I
thought he was gonna fuck them up so bad,
I was so worried.
and it was like, holy shit!
I was so worried about those
Okay,
Star Trek
I'm a
movies.
little confused.
Why?
How did those two movies tie in together?
Which two?
The ones you were just talking about, Cloverfield and Star Trek.
No, because of
Because
the
it's J.J.
Abrams. J.J. Abrams.
He
He directed them.
He directed the new
Oh.
Star Trek movies, the three.
And-
There's three.
And everybody was so. I mean, the critics.
And when
even
he
the critics
when
out
they
there were worried
when
about
it came out that he was slated to be the director of the new Star Trek movie,
The critics had a heyday.
the critics had a fucking absolute heyday
Critics
with
had a
it.
heyday
And
over everything.
Yeah,
And the thing
this
is,
was serious.
they kept everything hush hush about this movie. that was an extremely closed set. Nothing came out.
They were-
That movie when it was being
They
made.
even kept the actors to keep their.
Yes,
They even made
but when
them
that
stay
movie was
silent
being
in
made-
interviews about it. Well, we can't say much.
That
except
movie was
that
like
it's
the
still in
Mueller
building
report.
stages.
Nothing came out about
Right.
it until it was ready to be released.
All they got to say if they ever made an
I
interview,
shit you not.
they weren't allowed to be interviewed until that day the movie was being released, or a couple of days before the movie was released.
And
all
it-
filming was done.
And everybody
That's all.
was afraid it was gonna
And then they
flop
were,
like a bitch because
they weren't allowed
Abrams
to
was
say
behind.
anything.
Abrams was behind the show.
And he just had a few bombs before.
What was that show he did that kept going on, where they were on the island?
Lost.
Lost. Okay, he was behind Lost.
Well, that was a
Lost
good
started
series.
out good, and then it turned into a shit pile.
I don't know. I liked it.
It was
No,
okay.
it started out really good, and it turned into a literal shit pile.
Well, yeah, they fucked it up
Yeah,
somewhere.
and-
They could have
and-
taken it
and-
different.
Because of that, and then after Lost, then he made Cloverfield.
He had some bombs.
And Cloverfield bombed bad. And then he got slated for the
Star Trek.
Star
They
Trek.
probably tried
And
to
That's what they were
because of-
worried about.
Because of that is
I got
why everybody thought he was gonna, that
Yeah, he was
the
gonna
new
fuck
Star
up
Trek was just gonna just flop like a bitch.
Mhm.
But it did.
And
Oh,
it
yeah,
turned out to be one of the
No, because
absolute best fucking
here's what
Star Treks
happened.
ever
The
made.
guy went out. They went out and they made sure they got people that actually fit the. I mean, they did really good on the
Oh
casting.
god damn, yes they did.
Unfortunately for them, I don't know if you would call it maybe a Star Trek curse. We could start a conspiracy theory on that one. The actor that played Chekhov, who was an amazing
As
young
Chekhov.
actor,
After the third movie, he got killed in a
he
car
got
accident.
killed in a car accident.
Oh.
Yeah, and he was amazing as
He was
Chekhov.
one of the best.
So they had to kill him off.
Was it?
And
That
then
wasn't Simon Pegg that got to play Scott, the young Scotty, was it?
I don't remember who it was, but then they had that guy, that black guy,
No, it wasn't.
or
It couldn't have been
whatever. I
Simon
don't know, a
Pegg.
Japanese guy that's played in things like House, and he was in them ones with fuck, I can't think of that one movie right off the end. But
That
anyway,
was Kumar,
yeah,
Harold and Kumar.
right.
He was the Japanese kid in Harold and Kumar movies,
He was Sulu,
but he played Sulu,
and then the guy they got
and
to
that
play
fit, he fit
Kirk.
that role.
Oh
perfect.
my God,
Chris
he nailed that role. And then the guy, the one
not Chris
role,
Pratt.
yeah, isn't it Chris Pratt?
No,
Chris Pine.
Chris
Christopher
Pine.
Chris Pine,
Yeah.
yeah, it was Chris Pine.
Anyway, and then they get that guy right. So
He played Kirk.
So then they had the most horrific role to fill.
Spock's.
Fill in Leonard, and that guy that plays Spock, he nailed it.
Oh yeah. You want to know something funny? You know that they're redoing. They have been redoing.
I'm sorry we
Search
got
Of.
off, but I'm a big
No,
Star
no.
Trek fan.
They've been redoing In Search Of.
Mark's been watching stuff.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Really.
Guess who they got to do the hosting of In Search Of?
Wasn't Leonard Nimoy doing that before he passed away?
Yes, he was.
That's what I thought.
When the original In Search Of came out, Leonard Nimoy was doing that, and he had already been in the role of Spock. They're
That's because
redoing In Search Of, and they got the same person doing the narrating of that. That was Spock in the new J.J. Abrams movie.
Oh, that's cool.
That is cool.
that is
They
a
kinda changed it
solid
to-
tie-in.
Well, they
That
met.
is
Well,
such a
obviously,
solid tie-in.
well, they also met each other because Leonard Nimoy
Oh,
was
yeah.
part of that J.J. Abrams first movie.
Leonard Nimoy played
Played
the
Spock.
original Spock because the
He played-
Abrams movie,
the
the
timeline thing.
it was the Kelvin timeline,
Yeah,
and because Spock
I was extremely
accidentally
impressed.
went back in time,
I was extremely
and
impressed
the
by that movie.
Romulans followed him,
Tired.
Yeah, and he stayed
and it
alone
changed
in
everything.
solitude on that one planet until he found himself. The young version found him when he got. Yeah, I remember that. Or no, Kirk
No,
found him.
Kirk found him.
But anyway, that was a great movie.
Oh God, yes.
That was.
I couldn't
I
believe
was
it.
so
I was
impressed.
so blown away
I
by that
was-
movie. It was not even.
I
And then it
was worried about
continued.
watching it,
But
and
then he continued on to make the second one.
oh, that was great too.
Sorry, we got off topic on
Science fiction, it still fits.
Halloween stuff. We got into the Star Trek and J.J. Abrams and shit.
The train
So
derailed
he made
again.
the second one, and that one was Star Trek Into Darkness.
And then the chick that they
Yeah, I know
played,
we're way over on
the
fucking
chick for
time.
her Aurora was really good too.
Yes, but and she's the one that plays Gamora in Guardians of the Galaxy. But
Yeah.
in that one, they
Right.
got here's a cool thing on that. That one was like Star Trek 2.
Wrath of
Where
Khan.
Wrath of Khan, where they had Khan. This one they have Khan.
Right.
And the
But
one they got to play Khan was
He nailed it,
Benedict
too.
Cumberbatch.
yeah, but,
Benedict
Oh, cool.
Cumberbatch
I like
is
that.
the one that played Doctor Strange.
yeah, but he
Yeah.
nailed that. He nailed
Oh,
that
he
role
nailed
as
it. He nailed that
Khan.
role big time.
Because that would have been another one I would have been
Cumberbatch
kind of
is good.
struggling with
What are you
too,
doing,
because
Joey?
that was played by Ricardo
silly girl.
Ricardo
Montalban.
Montalban.
The plane, Fantasy Island.
I
Yeah,
watched that the other day.
I mean that guy. When Ricardo Montalban did that, he had to fucking beef up or something.
He
For that role.
did really good in that. And then he made a third one, and that was Star Trek Beyond. And they were going to make a fourth one, and it got canceled, and I don't know what's happened with that.
I suppose they're having difficulties trying to figure out how to explain Chekhov's absence or
Well, that's the
trying
thing.
to replace the actor that that was not an easy
I don't know
role.
if that'll ever happen.
I don't
That,
think
you know, I
so.
don't know if
They'd
there'll
have
be a
to
fourth
they'd
one
have
on
to
that.
somehow.
The guy,
Just got killed off.
the young guy nailed it because the original actor that played Chekhov had an accent too, and
Yeah.
What's his name, Chekhov?
and was about the same size and had the same demeanor. I mean, this actor that played the new Chekhov literally nailed it. I mean, you couldn't have done any better.
Okay, I have a question for you.
But
On
Kirk
Star
was
Trek,
probably
whatever
the
happened to
easiest
that
to
dude
replace.
beat me up Scotty? What happened to him?
What do you mean? The
The
dude beat me
dude
up.
Scotty, when they used
Scotty?
to say beat me up Scotty.
He was still in that
He
new
was
one.
still in the new
Oh, was
ones.
he?
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
the one that had that little
Oh, was he?
shit monster thing following him around. That
Yeah.
was Scotty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
then don't say
that
when
wasn't Simon Pegg. I can't remember who that was, but he's also
He did a great job playing Scotty.
Oh yeah, but he is the one in Wonder Woman, the one that was the sniper, but he lost his edge to shoot, but he played the piano and sang. That's the one I believe that they had playing Scotty in the J.J. Abrams
was it?
movie.
Mm-hmm.
But those guys, they nailed that.
Oh
They
yeah,
did a great job
Oh,
with
yeah.
those Star
Oh,
Trek
yeah.
movies. I was really worried about those, and they really did a great job. But the one character they probably had the easiest time was William Shatner's character.
oh god, because
Oh,
Shatner-
William
Shatner
Shatner was
was
a
act for shit.
yeah, exactly. I agree with that. That's putting it.
Anyway, we should get back on this
On
or
track.
be done with it.
Yeah, well,
Because we're already like an
done with
hour.
it. Are we an hour in? All right, we're done with it.
We're like over an hour in.
All right, so y'all be safe out there on Halloween, going to your Halloween costume parties.
Make
Looks
sure
like
when you go
somebody
trick or
else
treating to
joined
check
again.
the candy.
Don't forget to check your candies.
A lot of crazies out
I
there.
got 3 up here.
Make sure you wear
Yeah,
reflective
Who's up?
stripes.
Who's to say? I know Jen's on.
Lee.
Lee Hampel. Hi Lee.
Ali,
But yeah,
we might
Make
go
sure-
on
make
location
sure you-
tomorrow.
try to wear reflective stuff.
Check your candy. Be safe.
Check your and let your parents check the candy.
And telling them to let their parents check the candy.
Yeah.
You check
Why
your
not?
kids' candy.
Parents, make sure you check your kids' candy for any
Yes.
holes or
And
weird
these things come in real handy. You can pick these up at any Dollar Tree.
Oh, so
Yes.
now he's plugging Dollar Tree.
Oh fuck yeah!
We should get paid for that plug.
No, right here. These right
Those
here.
are cool kids love those
Well,
I
things.
know.
bracelets.
Glow stick
Yeah.
bracelets.
Or-
They've got the
when we
glow
went
stick
to-
necklaces. They've
Did
got
he
the
tell you
glow
what
stick
happened?
sticks.
Did he
They've
tell you
got
what happened?
everything.
He didn't tell you what happened
And
when
glow
we
stick.
What?
You want to go to the Dollar Tree? You want to
You
pick
know what
these up
happened when we
because
went to
they're cheap.
Wisconsin Podcast
And
Festival?
it's easy for people to see them.
And these will
He
make
started
you more
handing out
seeable.
one, and he had people coming
If
up and
you're
asking
walking at
for them.
night. I know most
We took
places
a bunch of
try to
them
get
with
them
them,
today.
Yeah, he probably came home with a lot less.
Did you take a lot of those with you?
I know Sunday.
So,
Sunday.
Be
me and
safe
the
out
kids
there. Have fun.
are
Enjoy
going
your
to, See
holiday.
my mom.
And don't forget to visit www.utterlyinsaneproductions.com and like and share us on YouTube and subscribe. You'll get updates.
Yeah, and love you too, Jen.
And we might have
Bye.
we might have a video going up to YouTube if the weather permits tomorrow.
Yeah, hopefully, maybe.
We'll see how it goes. Mother Nature's been a bitch.
He'll look like a bundled up snowman without the snow around him. So
You know, I look like Bigfoot. I'll wear my big brown thing underneath to put the hood up.
because he's got to bundle up.
Don't need him ended up at the hospital.
All right, well that'll be it for us.
Until next week.
Again, be safe out there. Have fun. And and remember, if you get Reese's, you guys send them to me.
And happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
No, I want
Happy Halloweeny.
I want all the Reese's peanut butter cups. And I'll take the Three Musketeers too.